we're gonna do a visual condition report, looking for scuffs, scratches, chips, dings, or any cosmetic imperfections we can find. And it's gonna be really up close and personal, trying to find everything we can. So starting with this fender, looking at the very edge here, all of this looks amazing. I don't see any chips. Looks amazing. You got a couple tiny chips in here, but even that inner side looks amazing. Here on this wheel, got a little scuff here, a little scuff there, a little scuff there and there. Looks like a small one here. All really minor stuff. I don't see any curb rash though, so that wheel looks good. You can see this A-pillar. I don't see anything there. You have a tiny, tiny rock impact right there. The rest of that side mirror looks perfect. Making our way down the door, there is a chip right here. Looks like it was touched up at some point. Got a couple tiny scuffs there. A couple spots here. I see a touch-up spot on the very edge right there. And then you can see a few imperfections. Got one rock chip right here and a small imperfection there. And it's hard to get up close to those. They're really small. You can see around this, looks amazing. Looking at this upper section, I don't see any flaws. Here on this wheel, a little scuff here, a couple minor ones, a little gash there, little spot here. I don't see any curb rash though. And looking at the edge, I don't see any flaws here. This side of the roof looks good. A few tiny, tiny scuffs right there. We have a rock chip here. All of this looks awesome. This headlight looks good. I don't see any chips there. See a tiny rock impact right there. Got a chip right there. And then here on the underside, this is perfect up until about right here. We have a little rash. And then right here in the middle, you have a little bit of rash. A little bit right here. And then on that corner, you can see a little here. The rest of that looks good. But walking around the car from about right here, You don't see any of that. It's all on that underside. And then here on this headlight, we do have a rock chip. It looks like a little chip there. And then right here, we have a very, very small spot that's spider cracking. You can see that. It's really hard to get up close on that one. I don't see any other flaws on that hood. And here on the back left wheel, you do have a little corrosion on this center cap. A couple little scuffs. Little chip here. Really faint scuff there. Otherwise that wheel looks good. I don't see any curb rash on it. That light looks good. This upper section looks good. Very, very clean. Let's get here on this lower section here. Looks amazing. Now we do have a touch-up spot on the edge of that blade in those two spots. Little chip here, little chip there that's been touched up. So almost all of these blades have a little chip on them. The rest of that looks good. I don't see any more chips on those blades. Got a tiny chip on the edge here. The rest of that looks good. Everything else on here looks perfect. Looking at the driver mirror, looks good. A-pillar's clean. I'm not seeing any flaws on the roof. This fender edge, all of that looks absolutely perfect. Here on this wheel, very minor scuffs here and there. Very similar to the other wheels. I don't see any curb rash. See, all of this looks amazing. And then right here, we have a little chip. And then we have a chip on the edge right here and a couple down there. And on this lower rocker, looks like we have a few chips. And a couple more. Other than that though, this side looks really, really good. And then checking out the back here, starting on the top side. All of that looks perfect. So far, everything looks good. Looks like a chip right here. The Rest of this all looks amazing. Here on the bumper edge, got a touch-up spot here. Got a chip right there. And then a chip here and a small scuff. And getting down low, that looks good. This piece looks amazing. Do see, looks like a possible crack right there. A couple small chips. The rest of that looks amazing. And looking here on the front, overall all of this looks really nice. You can see this is sagging a little bit. That's perfect. Absolutely gorgeous car though. All right, looking at the interior, it is a non-smoker. Starting with this upper panel. Looks like a factory defect in the leather there. Otherwise, that upper side looks good. The middle section looks good. Got a little scratch here. A little scratch there. A small one here. Carpet's nice and clean. We do have some wear on that felt. I wouldn't say it ripped or anything, it just looks like it got creased up at some point. That trim looks nice. All of the seals here are super soft. You have some gashes here, a little bit of wear on that edge. You have some wear in this section. Some scuffs here, a little bit of wear on the edge there. You can see that is kind of separating the stitching on the very bottom. You have some pretty good wear there, and it looks like the bolster is cracking in some spots. This upper side looks good. You got some deeper wrinkles and some small cracks here. Looking at the steering wheel, looks awesome. 4,747 miles. Everything else though looks really good. All right, looking at this side, making our way down the panel, I see a small imperfection in the leather right there. Got a little gash right here. The rest of that looks good. Carpets look nice. Looking at the trim here, all that looks good. The jambs are nice and clean. All of this is super soft. And then here, you're gonna see some little flaws here and there, a little scuff there. Looking at that bolster, it's still soft. Looks like a wear spot here. I mean, the leather still feels really nice. Got some wrinkles. Got a small stain here, but that carpet looks awesome. I see a couple scuffs on the edge here. A few scuffs on the edge of the console. I see some sort of marking there on that leather. And then I see it right here on the edge. Overall, that all looks good. That back glass looks so cool. It's curved. See a little marking here. And then on the edge right there, it's a pretty good scratch of some sort. It didn't rip it though, but it was a pretty good scratch. Then looking at the engine bay, looks really good. We did not dress it up with a bunch of shine or anything like that. We just kind of kept it original. Tried not to put any water in here.